Hello and welcome. This is Abhiram Paula with SF Multimedia. Our lesson we're going to do today is the arrays and expanded algorithm. Objective: learning how to do the expanded form of multiplication and doing arrays. Now what that means is we're going to do multiplication problems and show multiplication problems with pictures. That is what arrays means. Now, let's go to our first problem here. 36 times 21. Now you're wondering how to do this problem. You're wondering probably, oh, let's do 6 times 1 equals 6, and 3 times 2 equals 6, and that's our answer, 66. No. That's not how you do it. That's addition. That's how you do addition. What we're going to do now is I'm going to tell you how we do this problem. So you're going to look at your ones number first, and when you're ever doing multiplications by two digit, always make sure that you have them lined up in the correct place value places, because if you do not, then your problem is going to be wrong. So you make sure you have ones to ones and tens to tens. So first we do 6 times 1. So 1 times 6 equals 6. And then we, how you do multiplication problems is once you multiply the ones, you also multiply the tens. So first to ones, then to then to tens. So then 1 times 3 equals 3. And then what you do is, since we already multiplied with the ones, you don't have to deal with it. So you can cross it off, or you just have to leave it alone. Like that doesn't exist. Now, since we're multiplying with the tens, with the 2, what you're going to do is you're going to add a 0. Always make sure you remember to add your 0. Because since we're multiplying the tens, we're not going to multiply directly starting from we're not going to put our numbers down starting from the ones. We're going to put it starting from the tens because we're multiplying by the tens. So then 2 times 6 equals 12. Here the one. 2 times 3 equals 6 plus 1 equals 7. Now right here we're not gonna add, multiply, we're gonna add. So 6 plus 0, normal adding. 3 plus 2 equals 5. And 7, imaginary 0. Let's just add imaginary 0. 0 plus 7 equals 7. So our answer is 756. And your brain is probably confused. Do not worry. That's normal when you first ever do a 2 by 2 digit. Let me explain you clearly. So first, when you start with a 2-digit number, you add from the ones place. You add ones to ones, ones to tens. And then once you do that, you're gonna forget that you ever had a ones here. So you can cross it off, or in your brain that pretend you don't have it, and then you're going to add a 0 always. So, and then once you add a 0, you're going to multiply the tens to ones and the tens to tens. Now, let me tell you the reason why we add a 0. The reason why we add a 0 is if we don't add a 0, then we'll start multiplying from tens to ones, and then we'll put our tens number here because we're multiplying from the tens. So if we put a 0 there, we already know we're multiplying from the tens, so we can start putting numbers from the tens. Now, what I don't want you guys to do is don't line them up. Line them up correctly. Do not line them up incorrectly. If you don't line them up correctly, then you'll get your problem wrong, in a way. So always remember to line them up. Now let me show you something. Let's say you were multiplying 36 times 121. And then you would add another 0. So every number you from ones to tens, you add 1 0. If you're going from tens to hundreds, then you add another 0. If you get what I mean. So that is how we add 2 digit by 2 digit, and you do not multiply down here. never multiply down here, you add, and that's how you get your answer. Okay, so 21 times 32, another 2-digit number. So let's start. 2 times 1 equals 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. Now cross over. That's how I like to do it. I like to cross the number out so I don't forget. Now we should not forget our 0 because we're adding from the tens place. 3 times 1 equals 3. And 3 times 2 equals 6. 2 plus 0 equals 2. 4 plus 3 equals 7. And then we can add a 0, imaginary 0. 0 plus 6 equals 6. So your answer is 672. Now, whenever your teacher writes a question like this, I encourage you to always show your work. In a way, do not do it in your mind, because you might also get the problem wrong, because it's easier to put it down on the paper and see your mind clearly. Okay, let's now start with arrays. Now, what arrays are? Arrays are multiplication problems, but they're shown in a picture. So, in this array, we're trying to find what the multiplication problem is and what it equals. Now, there's a simple way of how to find it. Let's first break it up. So, let's first break it up like this and break it up like this. Now, whatever numbers you find here are the numbers you're multiplying by. So you're multiplying by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're multiplying by 6 up here. So this row is 6. Now let's see how many numbers we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. So multiplication problem is, and if you would like, you can add a multiplication sign here because we know we're multiplying. The multiplication problem is 6 times 6. So we can fill in the blanks here by 6 times 6. And then how we can figure out the answer if you don't know your multiplication facts is 3 ways. One way, you can use your multiplication chart. And the second way, you can count all of this up and do it. And third, if you already know your multiplication facts, you would already probably know that this answer is 36. But don't worry, if you don't know your multiplication facts, study them and you'll easily get them if you by heart. Okay? That's our first way how you do an array. And I encourage you to do this method, how I drew it out, so you can see clearly instead of getting them mixed up by the middle, all of these squares here. So I encourage you to draw it out like this. Whenever your teacher asks you to, whenever she draws an array or a picture like this, do it like this, draw a line like this and a line like this, and you figure out what your answer is. 6 times 6 and 36 if you know your multiplication facts, or if you want, you can count all of this up, which would not be good, but for beginners it's fine. And yeah, let's move on to our next problem here. So you have another array. So again, let's break it up. So let me just do that and do that. So then let's find out where the multiplication problem is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 1, 2, 3. So our multiplication problem is 4 times 3. And now if you know your multiplication facts, that's 12. Or you can use a multiplication chart, or you can count them all up. But this problem, I want to count them all up to see if our answer is right, because we always want to check, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So our answer is correct. 4 times 3 equals 12. Okay, I want you guys to solve these two problems. Pause this video and solve these two problems. Either you can comment down below and comment down below what you get for your answer for this and for this. I hope you guys like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to SS Multimedia. My name is Abiram Palom. Tell us how we can make our videos better in a way. And tell us how we can explain our videos better. And if you want to do anything like this, and if you have technical issues, please comment down below. And don't forget to comment down below your answer. Please follow us on Instagram. And please stay safe in this quarantine, and have a wonderful summer. Thank you so much.